In this tutorial we're going to create a growly vocal bass sound. In this example we're going to use Native Instruments Massive, but you can get the effect with any subtractive synth and a sample rate reduction effect. Set OSC1 to the smooth square waveform, leave OSC2 at default, and set OSC3 to groan 2. Drag the pitch of OSC1 and 2 to -24 and the pitch of OSC3 down to -12. This will have selected our raw sounds and their default pitch. Set the WT position control down to 0 for the first OSC, all the way up on the second OSC, and to 0.6 on the third. Set the intensity controls of OSC1 and 2 fully to the right and the intensity control of the third OSC to just past halfway. Now set the amplitude control for OSC1 right up to full, of OSC2 to slightly less, and of OSC3 to slightly less than that. Push all of the filter sliders at the side of the OSCs to filter 1 to route them there. Choose low pass 2 for this filter. Slide the mixer control all the way to mix 1 and turn filter 1's output slider all the way up. Now we're going to start programming the modulation of the filter, which will give the sound its movement. Click on the 5LFO editing panel so you can start to make use of a low frequency oscillator, which will control the parameters of the synthesizer. Drag the first curve so that the trough of the sine wave is in the fourth box of the grid. Click the sync button under the rate control. Set the ratio to 1/2. Turn the amp control for the LFO to around the 11 o'clock position. Link the LFO we just made to the filter cutoff. Turn up the modulation amount like so. Link the same LFO to the third OSC WT position control. Drag this up too. These last couple of steps allow the LFO to change the wavetable position of the third OSC and also open and close the filter. Click the 4-env editor. Turn the decay level right up. Next click the voicing tab and turn the unisono control up to 8. Then click monophonic rather than poly. Click the pan position control and pull the control fully left to full inv. The final step is to activate one of the inserts and set it to sample and hold. Turn the dry wet control fully up and set the pitch control to about 3/4 up. This will give the sound that raspy grit needed. Adjust the filter frequency cutoff and resonance levels to get the desired effect. Then play and hold some low notes and you should get that familiar yoy tone.